Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Ready yourself. I'm #1. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good anti-air. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. Projectile to try and change the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for the super arc. Takes a trip. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Going for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Springs forward with the drive button. Goes for the level 1 super. Oh, burnout triggered. Hits them with a stopping pop. Both fighters planning something? Super clutch corner sweep. Who doesn't miss a beat? Looking a slight pocket with a demon hit. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback? Back to how will they utilize this? Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open, clutch anti-air. Hits the drive. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 has the super. Oh, this is break them. Okay, here we go. Excellent block. Here comes cross-up attack. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious block super hard incoming. Looking to remove him from the distance with the period hit. Yost comes off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Zones with the fireball. Huddle. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. They're not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when it picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Nails the anti-air. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The attack is Oicho! Akuma going in. Still scrapping for control of the stage. Knockdown and... Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Noticeable life lead is a comeback so awesome delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Experiencing burnout, uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Charges forward. That Obito hit. Akuma look. Oh, they got him. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Misses the drive impact. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace.
Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Coming through!
Yes. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
Player 2 got smothered. But what now?
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Player brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. What'll happen? Burnout activates. Medium kick hit. Still sets up with the jump in.
Quick breather.
Gets tagged by the fireball. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Got their eye on the air. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Player 1 has the life lead. All right. Misfire with the drive impact. Gets the jump in. The jump in catches them. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Opts for the air-to-air encounter.
Gets Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? 100-hand slap. Goes for the level 1 super. Risky up-close slap still going. Akuma's going in. Uses the target combo as a filler. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. Medium kick. Side switch in the corner. Are we gonna see a comeback? Closes it out. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Are these two gonna fight forever?
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Had the radar up and running. Gets the jump in. Stands firm and blocks the drive-in. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Very solid corner switch. Can't tech the throw. Life lead opens up.
Still slugging it out at this range. Gets Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Akuma going in. From up above. Flushes that off and keeps going. Oh, burnout triggered! There's a change of sides. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Zones with the fire. Just goes for it at this range. Player 2 will uses the gauge for a super art. Connects with Sip of Calamity. Kumo hates having you in for bed, but you're going to sleep real fast.
Going in?
Put the fear of God in it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes on the offensive with Demon Guillotine. That drive impact doesn't get through.
Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Impact's a no-go. Gets the jump in. Neither can lean on their drive too hard. Neither fighter can rely on their drive anymore. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stock. hanging on for dear life. Checks him with the projectile. A quick breather. They decide to take a breather to regroup. So, what's next?
It's a good spot to use the super KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Reads the jump in perfectly. Just goes for it at this range.
Big counter. Springs forward with a drive rush. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit.
In there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That drive impact doesn't get through.
Gets the cross up. Throws him down. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 is just about out of drive out. Takes a trip. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 turns this right around with that super. In a dire situation, it's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Impact's a no-go. Akuma's going in. Nice counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters planning something. Jumps. Big throws. One-'ll have drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Drive impact misses. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Grounds them from above. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What now? Even the slightest hit may end the round. The drive impact doesn't work. He knocks them out of the air. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Start drops hard. The bulldozer levels up. Can they make the most of this? Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arm. And whips. They're wide open. Nothing stops this train. Getting up close and personal. Get them flying. What's next? Player to drive impact misses. Noticeable lightning. No, critical art now. Player 1 is in a very ransom. I can't believe it. Player 2 wrecks them. It's gut check time for both parties. It is over. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Very slick with a combo. That drive impact doesn't get through. Great work finding the opening. Solid combo. Takes a trip. Decides to meet them in the air. Surprises them with a drive rush. Box him with KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Akuma's going in. Jumps. Hits him with a stopping body. Checks him with the projectile. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 can build off this lead. Which way you gonna block? Doesn't miss a beat. Quick breather. This is gonna be bad news. Knockdown and a super up. Life lead is there, but experiencing burnout. Doesn't touch the flow. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for Nationals. It's time to go all in. Holds out with the block. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Still slugging it out here. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Checks with a projectile. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Can't tech the throw? Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the tables. Knockdown. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Springs forward with the drive rush. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. No cookout complete without a period's end. Gets carried to the top. They're going for the super art. Show of force. Now, can they finish the orbital hit? Akuma looking to play hide and seek. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Akuma.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, they haven't gotten their fill just yet. We're running it back. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. There's a corner sweep. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Decides to meet them in the air. Drive lead opens up. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Hopes with a medium kick. Grabs him. Player 1 has completely bent the little game so that it's not go. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Drive rush to keep it going. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Both looking to establish air superiority. Who's going to start things off? Jumps in. Hits him with a stop and pop. Scrapping it out up close. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both crystal range with the 10 levels up. Player 1 can't let this sit. Closes it with a classic corner goal. Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.